August the 2nd, 2022. Guys, you're looking at a tweet. This is from Global Military Info. And it says the PLA will be conducting military exercises and training activities around Taiwan. They will take place from Thursday to Sunday. Live fire drills will also take place. Now, Pelosi landed in the middle of the night. There were protests, very well organized, not that large, but it was planned. And it's expected to spend the day, and then head out. I think it will be Thursday there when she attempts to fly out of there. But the red squares are where China or the PLA will be conducting these military drills, including live fire drills. None of it makes sense, not as far as the tension between why Pelosi is landing in Taiwan and the threats that China is throwing back at the U.S. if she does. Why does it not make any sense at all, guys? Look at the ties through our politicians over the last many years to the PLA. Hunter, Joe. Think about that. Think about all the politicians that are married into the families, whether it's Mitch McConnell or it's you got Swalwell. Numerous people are tied into the PLA and the Chinese. So why would there be a conflict between the Democrats in charge and China over this island? I don't think there's any conflict at all, because mainstream saying, well, we're poking the dragon, so to speak. What? Guys, is it to the point to where now all news is absolutely so absurd and unbelievable, the information coming in, that nobody can understand it? Again, we have sold out this nation to the PLA. Why is this story evolving? And again, it's, I think, the number one trend in searches, maybe on Twitter too, as far as Pelosi going to Taiwan. But I think the number one caption is WW3, because that's where the stock markets are reacting and other people. But again, these people that are landing here are already controlled by the PLA. So what is the real problem here? And we know that China wants the deep port there, but why would that be so important? They already have the most powerful Navy and everything. But, of course, there's semiconductors involved, things like that. But China is a huge nation. This is a very small country. And why would the U.S., democratically controlled U.S., now poke the dragon? And are they really doing it? What is this about? Is it an excuse that's a unilateral agreement between certain factions here in the PLA that this will start what's trending, WW3? And will this be the excuse? I don't know, but let me say this. It's not what we are being told. There's no way that makes sense with the individuals involved. I mean, we're looking at the same group on both sides of this issue, the same group. I'd like to hear your comments below on what you think. Be careful what you say, because all the comments are watched. But just be careful with that. And again, why? Why this way? And with, have you noticed more and more politicians are getting, their tests are becoming positive? You don't see a lot of them much anymore, even with the current, whatever you call that, in charge of the swamp now. I'm not sure how you would actually label that. Don't know. But guys, what we're seeing and what we're being told, and this is, look anywhere, Reuters, New York Times, the news from Taiwan, all around the world, this is the main topic. It's an attempt to focus a lot of attention here. If it wasn't, all the media would not be on this. Type in Pelosi goes to Taiwan and look at everything that pops up from all the major MSN broadcasters. That tells you a lot right there. Don't know what it is. If are we being sold out? Is this going to be the excuse to start something very huge? I don't know. But if I were in some major cities, say I was in a protest in D.C. or something like that right now, these areas, it seems like to me, which is because you've got obviously things there like the Pentagon, but now the politicians are gone until August the 17th on vacation. They're not there. A lot of things are not making sense, guys. Again, be aware of this. If you are in a location, this is not me saying this, the WW3 is the #1 thing trending. If you're in a location near a huge area that could be a target for military, a foreign military, or now it's kind of hard to tell the difference. Well, think about those things. What would you be? How far away from that would you maybe want to be? Just, something to think about if you got friends and family in some of the areas I'm mentioning. Give them a phone call or text or something like that and just say, it would say if you got friends protesting in D.C. right now, maybe you want to back off for a few days. Maybe you may not want to be there. And, if you think about the way D.C.'s been run, and then you look at Sodom and Gomorrah, God was about to destroy that place. And it was delayed because they were looking for a few good men, remember? A few good men and women, a few good people. Never found it. It ended up getting destroyed. But if there would have been some good people there, like we're seeing in some of the protests, God would not have done that, not till he got them out of there. And then you think about other biblical things, such as getting out of Babylon. But we don't know when this will happen. It could be at any moment if this happens, or is this a big rouge, a big smokescreen for something else? It is not what we're thinking. It is the ultimate fakery. Again, guys, think about this. And the reason I'm doing the video, a lot of you are aware of what's going on, but you realize 99% of the nation has no clue. We're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.